Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Toy Collector Review with me, Sergeant Geek, and today we're going to be taking a look at a couple of Jada vehicles, 132 scale, starting off here with this from the Fast and the Furious series, from Too Fast, Too Furious. We got the RX-7 here, which was featured in that first race in the beginning of the movie. Once again, this, as you can see, it is Jada. It's got the rims and everything in the box, got all the dressings of the Fast and the Furious movie series. It's got this big clear window so you can actually see the vehicle, and then here on the back you got a listing of all the vehicles from the Fast and the Furious series. In this series here, once again, the quick logo, Fast and the Furious, die-cast metal, plain and simple box. Here's all the legal mumble jumble on the bottom. Very simple. Let's put that off to the side. The next vehicle we're going to be looking at, this is once again another Jada 132 scale from the 40th anniversary of Transformers. We got Jazz in the Porsche 935 Turbo, as you can see here. Very cool. This is the original G1 Jazz form. Very nicely done by Jada. Once again, the box, you got all the Transformer logos and badges everywhere. The big window so you can see the car itself. Looking really nice, and the box is almost like the original G1 toy style boxes. As you can see, a bunch of Transformer badges everywhere. It's got a picture of Jazz at the bottom of the car. Once again, all the legal mumbo jumbo here you can see on the side. Really, nobody really pays attention to much of this here anyway, but I'm going to show it to you just the same. And there it is. Let's put that up to the side. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's bring out the third vehicle here. Once again, it's another Transformer vehicle. This one here is Bumblebee in his Volkswagen Beetle form. This is from like that movie, the Bumblebee movie. Looks kind of just like it, but also it is the G1 form of Bumblebee. Looks very nice. Once again, Jada tried to make the box look like a G1 Transformer toy box with all the Transformer badges everywhere and a artwork of the original G1 Bumblebee, the way he looked in the toys. You got the graphic design of the box all the way around. Very cool looking, very simple on the back, not a lot of details, but once again, very, very cool. This, like I said, this isn't a Transformer or anything. He is just the vehicle form of him. On the bottom, a bunch of legal mumbo jumbo. You got a cool picture of him in toy form on the side there as well. Very cool looking. And last but not least, let's bring out the Ford Explorer from Jurassic Park, and this is their 30th anniversary edition vehicle here. This is the vehicle that you actually had on the rails in the original Jurassic Park movie that drove through. As you can see, very nicely done with the box. You can see it actually does have that clear rooftop there too that was in the movie as well. That's when the T-Rex actually came through the vehicle to try to get the kids and all that stuff. Very cool looking. Once again, simple design on the box. A lot of the characteristics of the Jurassic Park movie. Very nicely done. As you can see, it's licensed by Universal here at the bottom, along with a bunch of other legal mumbo jumbo. Once again, real nice. So guys, let's get it out the box and let's go ahead and let's start taking a look at the vehicles themselves. So let's start with the Jurassic Park one, since I already got it in my hand. Let's get this out. Looks like we're gonna need some tape, I think. It's got some tape on there, so I think we're gonna need the razor blade to cut that display out so we can actually get it out. Let's see, hopefully that's it. No, it looks like we're gonna have to go ahead and open up the back as well. Let's see here. Let's just get this open. All right, hopefully we can get this out. Check under here. go. I think we gotta open this up, and there we go. And of course, we're gonna need a screwdriver. Yep, looks like we're gonna need a screwdriver to get it off. So let's go ahead and let's do that now, and let's go ahead and grab a screwdriver so we can get this out of the display box. Alright guys, went and got my screwdriver, so let's go ahead and let's take this off the display so we can actually check out this vehicle here. Pretty long screw. Alright, there we go. Let's pull this off here. Move this stuff out of the way. And let's go ahead and let's take a look at the Jurassic Park Explorer. You can see it's got the yellow rims and everything, the paint scheme from the movie with the little fog lights in the front, nicely detailed. Looks really cool. It's even got that little spotlight there. I'm not really sure if that was in the movie. I don't remember it. Number 4. The doors open. Now, it would have been cool if the back doors open as well. I don't know why Jada doesn't, on their 4 doors, have all 4 doors open. You know, they only have the 2, which kind of sucks. Other car companies will have all doors that open, but Jada, for some reason, only just do the front doors. And then you can see it's got this clear top, just like in the movie. That's where the T-Rex pressed down to try to get in to the vehicle. Here's the front door open. The dash is pretty detailed as well, but you can kind of see through it. There's some openings there, but nevertheless, it's got a little weight to it because of the metal, but it is nice, light and everything. Now let's go ahead and check out Jazz. This one I think looks really cool, and it's gonna look awesome to actually, because I got a couple of Jazz action figures from Transformers. So to actually have a couple of them there, and the ones that are supposed to look like the Porsche 935, I could keep them in robot mode and actually put this down as this place for what their alt mode is supposed to look like. I think that'll be pretty cool. The same thing I'm going to be doing with Bumblebee when I get him on the shelf as well. Keep him around his alternate robot forms. But once again, it's cool. Let's go ahead. The one thing Jada always does is they tape these things down really hard, and I think this lid here is trying to get in the way, which is a pain in the butt. Let's see if I can get it past it. See if I can. How do they get these things together with all this stuff? There we go. Get that out the way. Now let's see how many screws it takes to get Jazz out. Yo, it looks like just one. So that's pretty cool right there. Let's go ahead and get that one off. See how long this screw is. There we go. Don't need that screw falling into my carpet and messing up my vacuum. Get that stuff out the way. And let's take a look at Jazz here. Very nicely done. He's got these big solid drag tires in the back almost. The number 4 detail on the side. Hopefully the camera captures the style of rims. That was pretty much 80s all the way right there. The front grille here looking really, really cool. Now that right there kind of looks like some of the robots of Jazz I actually got in my collection. Very nicely done. Now this one actually got the windows, so it's kind of hard to open. Don't want to damage the vehicle. Let me see if I can get this open. And it's kind of hard, especially since I don't have nails. I'm always biting my nails or clipping them, so. And this one has a little bit of tape on the doors, which makes it harder. So let me try to get this tape off as well without scratching the paint, so we can actually take a look at the doors inside. Tape is a little hard on these doors. There we go. I actually was able to use the tape to actually open the door as well, which is pretty cool. Now, as you can see, hopefully it's not too dark where you can actually get a good look at the detail inside. So you can see it is racing schemed in there. Matter of fact, let me use that piece of tape. See if it'll. Nope. Let me see how I get this driver's side open. Oh, I don't want to do that either. Oh, let's see if I can do it without catching the paint. There we go. Let's see. There we go. All right, so now you can see the driver's side. It's got that racing bucket seat in there. You can see real close to the steering wheel, kind of like the way they race these cars. Very nicely done. As always, Jada is quick on the details with a lot of these cars, and I do have a lot of Jada cars, and they really do look great on the shelf. As you can see, you got the exhaust in the back. I don't know if you can clearly see it on the windows, and you got a picture of Jazz at the bottom of the car right here. You can see how big those back tires are. Just awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome right there. Now let's go ahead, get those there. Let's get another car here. Let's check out the Too Fast, Too Furious. We got quite a number of Fast and the Furious cars in our collection. So I'm trying to get all four, and I think I've actually got it now. All four cars from the first race in Too Fast, Too Furious. I think I have them all. Just like I think I might have all four of the first race in Fast and the Furious. We'll see. And hopefully we can actually try to do on the shelves. We can try to do some sort of display of like them in the line, ready to race and ready to roll down the track. Hopefully we can do something like that on display. I think that'll look pretty cool. Since I got the 3D printer, we can go ahead and print out some accessories to try to get that look. We'll see what happens. But right now, let's try to get this vehicle off of display so we can actually take a look at it. See how many screws it requires. I think it's just one. I think it's just one right here. And the way that Jada actually puts all these different style clips in the cars, I'm wondering if they're all in different factories. That's why they have different mounting on these boxes. Because the mounts are pretty different. Get rid of the box here. Now let's take a look at the car itself. Really cool. It's got the rims on there. It's got the design. Now, I can't remember if this car had a spoiler or not, because usually that was one of the big things in a lot of the Fast and Furious movies. They always had that big wing in the beginning. This one doesn't seem to have it, so I'm not sure if it was in the movie or not. I'm actually going to have to go back and take a look and see if it was. But once again, nice detail on the inside. Here's your quick look, and you look in the back, you can see the NOS bottle and everything. Now, this is one of those cars I wish I could actually, maybe I might do it, is actually open it up and actually do some detailed painting on the interior. Not gonna do it right away. I'm gonna actually wait till I get a little better at it, but I wanna know if there's the option of me doing that so I can actually detail the back with the NOS bottle and everything. Maybe do some detailing on the dash and the seats, you know, just to give it that more realism. But like I said, I'm also gonna wait until I'm a little bit better at the painting before I just go in there. I don't wanna ruin it, but you can see there's some detail there as well. Hopefully I'll be able to improve this model, not destroy it. Now we got these three cars here. Let's go ahead and bust out Bumblebee. Let's get the blade, open this box up. There you go. That is a cool picture of him right there. And it also has the holographic official licensing sticker there. So none of the other cars actually have that on it. Bumblebee's the only one. I'm not sure if these are all the same year. Oh, Jazz actually has it too. So there you go. Now let's try to see if we can get Bumblebee outside of the box as well. All right, hopefully we can get Bumblebee out so we can actually take a look at him. Let's cut all this tape off so we can actually get a look at him. Alright, got him out of the box. Now all we gotta do is unscrew him and get him off of the display box. Once again, I'm pretty sure it's just one screw. Let's go ahead and cut all this tape off over here so we can actually get to the screw. Oh, looks like Bumblebee actually requires 2 screws. So this must be an older style packaging, because I know a lot of the older model cars of Jada were 2 screws, but I think they're moving now to the 1 screw. So who knows, but this one is the only one out of the 4 I picked up that actually has those screws. And as you can see, easy to come out. Yeah, see, and this has the tape for the doors, because pretty much a lot of the older models always had the door windows down, and they used to put this band across it so they could keep the doors closed so they wouldn't open up. But let's take a quick look at Bumblebee. He's got the original Volkswagen hubcaps there, very nicely done. The little door flaps, the detail on the front with the lights, the trim, and the bumper itself, and you can see off to the side he has the logo there, which was, I believe, the way it was in the G1 cartoon. Let's go ahead and open them up. The doors are pretty thin on this one as well, but as you can see, the Volkswagen was a minimalist type vehicle, very small, very simple. It was a rear mounted engine. Basically, I think it was a supersized lawnmower engine, the way everybody describes this car. Very small, compact in there as well. You can see the bumper on the back. Now this thing has mud flaps on it. I don't know if the original Volkswagen had those flaps or not. Not really sure. Hard to find one of these in original style, but as you can see here, it doesn't have a picture of Bumblebee on the bottom like a lot of other Transformer vehicles that Jada does. This one just has the logo there. It lets you know it is a Bumblebee car, just no Bumblebee underneath. The tires are really cool looking. Simple, easy rolls. No issues there. Once again, a very nice car. 4 great new cars to add to my collection and display. And I think that's where we're going to end the video for today.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
It's the Hot Wheels Garage. Here's screeching tires as you race down the garage to the busy streets below. Stop off at the car wash. Uh-oh, a car's out of control. The police are on the way, but it's too late. Hear real helicopter sounds as air rescue arrives just in time at the Hot Wheels Garage. Now with a 4-car launcher. Hot Wheels Garage, vehicles and batteries not included. You put it together, extra track sold separately.
Oh, what's up, you plastic-loving primitives? It's your galactic overlord, Rick Sanchez, hijacking Sergeant Geek's channel again because someone's got to show you losers what real collectibles look like. Today, we're unboxing some pint-sized die-cast beauties from Jada Toys, 32 scale style. Yeah, they're small, but mighty, like me when I shrink myself to beat up bacteria. Long story, not important. We're doing this in order, so buckle up. First up, the RX-7 from Too Fast, Too Furious. Yeah, that movie where logic goes to die and NOS solves everything. Okay, here it is. The Mazda RX-7. This thing's redder than Morty's face when he's lying. Look at those curves. It's got body kits. It's got that Tokyo Drift attitude before Tokyo Drift was even a thing, and yes, it's got that massive fart can mufflers that screams, "I overcompensated street races!" Check that detail. The rims, spot on. Paint job, crisp, and it's got that die-cast weight to it. None of that cheap plastic stuff. This thing's ready to roll. Or sit on a shelf for eternity while you debate whether it's worth selling for $50 on eBay in 10 years. Spoiler alert, it's not. Next up, we're getting into some OG territory, Generation 1 Jazz. Ah, sweet 80s robot action, back when robots didn't cry, complain, or fall in love with humans. I'm looking at you, Michael Bay. This G1 Jazz is clean. The silver pops. The Autobot insignia is right where it belongs, front and center like a badge of actual honor. The car form? Classic Porsche 935 Turbo. You just know this bot's got a mixtape in the glove box. Bonus points for the detailing on the headlights and the stripes. It screams cool uncle who DJs at Cybertron weddings. Alright, Bumblebee, sighs the yellow boy wonder. Listen, I've got mixed feelings. G1 Bumblebee, classic, adorable, loyal. The Bayverse version, basically a mute Camaro with abandonment issues. But this version right here, the OG, he's rocking that Volkswagen Beetle look before it got gentrified. Nice yellow tone, chunky proportions, like if Optimism were a car. Smacks roof of the model, you can fit a whole lot of Autobot trauma in this bad boy. Great paint, solid wheels, and hey, it actually rolls, unlike your motivation on a Monday. All right, hold on to your butts. This is the one that made kids fear electric fences and rain-soaked T-Rex attacks. The Jurassic Park Ford Explorer. Oh man, this one's nostalgia in a box. Lifts it up dramatically. We got the jungle camo paint job, the number decals, even the freaking glass dome on top. That's where Tim and Lex almost became Dino Chow. Details insane. You can practically hear the T-Rex roar and Malcolm screaming, "Must go faster!" I mean, look at the tiny windshield wipers. Who does that? Jada Toys, that's who. They get it, they respect the source material, and for that they get a tiny golf clap. So what did we learn today, kids? 1. Jada's 1/32 scale cars slap harder than a portal malfunction. 2. Nostalgia is a heck of a drug. And 3. If you're not collecting cool stuff like this, what even are you doing with your life? Watching paint dry on a Funko Pop? Anyway, that's our video for today. Smash that like button like a Decepticon hitting a gas station. Subscribe or I'll feed you to a genetically modified raptor, and drop a comment below on which one of these die-cast beauties wins your tiny car heart. I'm out. Peace, nerds.